The Cataract of Lodore. Yeah, that one. How does the water come down the door? My little boy asked me, for once on a time, and moreover he tasked me to tell him in rhyme. And none at the word, that first came one daughter, and then came another, to second and third, they requested with their brother, and to hear how the water comes down at the door, with its rush and its roar, as many a time they had seen it before. So I told them in rhyme, for of rhymes I had store, 'twas in my vocation for their recreation, that so I should sing, because I was laureate to them and the king. From its sources which well in the tarn that fell from its fountains in the mounds, its rills and its gills through moss and through brake, it runs and it creeps, for a while till it sleeps in its little lonely, and then at departing, awaking and starting, it runs to the reeds, and away it proceeds through meadow and glade, and sun and shade, and through the wood shelter among crags in its flurry, helter skelter, hurry, scurry, here it comes sparkling, and there it lies darkling, now smoking and frothing, its tumult and wrathing, till in this rapid race of which it is bent, it reaches the place of its steep descent. The cataract strong then plunges along, striking and raging as if it were raging its caverns and rocks among, rising and leaping, sinking and creeping, swelling and sweeping, showering, springing, flying and flinging, writhing and ringing, letting and whisking, spouting and frisking, turning and twisting, around and around, with endless rebound, smiting and fighting, a sight to delight and confounding, astounding, dizzying and deafening the ear with its sound. Collecting, projecting, receding and speeding and shocking and rocking and darting and parting and threading and spreading and whistling and hitting and dripping and skipping and hitting, splitting and shining and twining, rattling and battling and shaking and quaking, pouring and roaring, waving and raving, tossing and crossing, blowing and going, and running and stunning and foaming and roaming and dinning and spinning and dropping and hopping, working and jerking and googling and struggling and heaving and creeping and moaning and groaning, and glittering and frittering and glathering and feathering and whitening and brightening and quivering and shivering and hurrying and scurrying and thundering and floundering, dividing, gliding, sliding, and falling and brawling and sprawling, and driving and writhing and striving and sprinkling and twinkling and wrinkling, and sounding and bounding and rounding, and bubbling and troubling and doubling, and grumbling and rumbling and tumbling and clattering and battering and shattering, retreating and beating and meeting and cheating, delaying and straying and playing and spraying, advancing and prancing and glancing and dancing, recoiling and moiling and toiling and moiling, gleaming, streaming, and steaming, and beaming, and rushing, and flushing, and rushing, and gushing, and flapping, and rapping, and clapping, and slapping, and caling, and wailing, and paling, and swelling, and thumping, and plumping, and bumping, and jumping, and dashing, and flashing, and splashing, and clashing. And so never ending, but always descending, sounds and motions forever and ever a blending. And all at once and all over, with a mighty uproar, and this way the water comes down at the door.